Hey, everybody, good morning. What's happening? I was just listening to the origin of the N-word.
Listening to it?
Yeah, there was a TV show all about the N-word, how it got started. And
yeah, I know. It was on Trio. I didn't know it had aired.
yeah, I guess it did because I got clips of it. So I was listening to that. Pretty interesting, the N-word. I actually interested on how, like, curse words and slang get started.
Yeah, you wonder where the F word came from and why it gained so much power.
Well, like, I told you this one, WAP, for an Italian, is without papers.
Right.
Because they would land at Ellis Island, Italian people, and if you didn't have papers, they'd put WOP, without papers.
And were all these people from Italy?
Yeah, I guess a lot of people, so they started calling them WAPs, without papers.
Yeah, a lot of us were very disorganized.
Yeah. What else?
Well, the F word, you know, the story behind that, it's kind of an old one.
No, I don't know this.
Fornication under the consent of the king.
Really?
That's what I heard from medieval times. You were allowed to have sex.
If the king said so.
Yes.
Kraut, which is for German, is from sauerkraut.
Yeah, that's pretty easy to figure out.
It wasn't for me. And what else? Guinea, I don't know how that one started.
I don't know what Guinea means, no.
Kike, I forget. I think shine is a derogatory term for a Jew, and that was from, or is that a black?
No, shine is black.
Black,
Sheenie's a Jew.
Okay, yeah. So shine is because those black guys who used to shoe shine, and then Sheeny was from the garment center where a lot of the Jews worked. They'd get a sheen, I think, was it?
Well, the clothing had a sheen, so you in the garment district, you were a sheeny.
Yeah, that's what we heard. We don't know if any of these are real. Who the hell knows? I don't know anything. I just think some guy made it up.
I have a friend who calls Derek Jeter Twilight because he's half a shine.
Right. Heard that.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Twilight.
Never heard that.
It's not a good friend.
Yeah, he's not your friend anymore.
It's an uncle.
Once you heard that, you stopped being his friend.
I said, you know what? That's it.
Now, mix, that's the term for an Irish guy, Mick. Where's that come from, do you know?
Because of the MC on all the names, I thought.
That's what I would assume, yeah.
No, Mickey Rooney.
Mickey Rooney?
Right. MC is Mick, that's right. And, no, from Mick Jagger. So there's a lot of origins to these different terms. You know, we call people who are of different backgrounds than our own. And some groups call themselves, you know, like you hear black guys using the N-word on themselves and stuff like that. But the N-word had a whole TV show devoted to it, you know, which...
Well, that's something. That's really making it.
Yeah, that's a biggie.
Here, let me see if this is it.
The term nigger has been traced back to the 17th century.
Some kind of professor.
We traced it.
Etymologists believe that it's derived from the Latin word for black, N-I-G-E-R.
The first 20 slaves who were brought to Jamestown were called niggers, which is Dutch.
Now, the Dutch were using the word nation. Now, if you notice, that's how it was said.
Professor Daniel Carver.
And this was not a literate culture, the slave trade culture.
Over the years, that term was written in other places. The spelling of the word also changed. You would later see it N-E-G-E-R. You would see it N-I-G-G-O-R.
If the Spanish...
Aura. N-I-G-G-O-R.
And the French initially meant negre to mean black and didn't have a derogatory term. We don't really know that.
But clearly by the first third of the 19th century, you begin to see the word written in print as N-I-G-G-E-R. And so that was the version or the spelling of nigger that persisted right on through the 19th and right on through the 20th century.
Oh, the N-word airs July 4th at 9 p.m. on Trio. This must be like...
Yeah, I didn't think it had aired.
Yeah. It's a repeat, I'm telling you.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think it's been on before.
So now you learned something. There's a whole bunch of stuff here. Let me see here. I haven't really previewed this stuff, so...
Oxford English Dictionary definitions. Nigger jockey. A gentleman that trades in niggers.
That would be myself.
I didn't know that.
Nigger jockey.
The term nigger jockey.
Me neither.
I trade in niggers. Excuse me, sir, what do you do? Well, I would be considered a nigger jockey.
That's on my business card.
I'm a niggers.
He buys them in one state and sells them in another where they are not known. Niggery. Of or belonging to the characteristic of Negroes.
No, that's like Jewy.
I see. Niggery.
Like those guys in Passion of the Christ who killed Christ.
The Jewy Jews?
They're very Jewy.
We're Jewy.
They're not niggery, they're Jewy.
Niggerize.
I'm niggerized. That's when you drink one of those black energy drinks.
No, that's when you are a big nigger. You know, it's supersized nigger.
Oh, really? I'm a big black man.
I thought that's when you custom made your car.
Let's see what it is.
To treat with contempt or act or dress up as a Negro.
Oh, that's like when you put on blackface.
I see.
You're niggerized.
You can do it with a car, too. Simonize.
Nigger corner.
What's that?
Nigger corner.
I've seen a few of those over the years.
Hey, take it easy.
This special seems like a colossal waste of time.
Nigger corner. That's
I think
where we are.
that word first came about during George Bush's first campaign. Now, you got nigger corners all over this country.
Excuse me.
What's wrong with that?
He only makes those.
What is a nigger corner?
No idea.
These terms are new to me.
The part of a public building in which Negroes were confined. Or a corner where niggas hang out.
That's what I
Nigger
thought.
stick.
Nigger
And officers
stick.
That's where...
That's the Billy Club, right?
baton. Nigger heaven.
Nigger heaven. Where's that? We never found that.
I think that's Great Neck.
Oh, my God.
No, that won't be heaven.
No.
Nigger heaven. What the hell is that?
Where could that be located?
It's going to be bad, I know it. I think it's Beyonce's lap.
No, that's everybody's heaven.
The top gallery of a movie theater.
Oh, right. That's a good one.
That's right. You realize that the balconies were where the black people got to watch the movie?
Yes, I do. It's very noisy up there. Everybody talking to one another. Yelling at the screen.
No, you're thinking of something else.
What about Nicolas Cage, the actor?
Rich.
Oh.
What? Nigger Rich?
Nigger Rich. We know that. Tell everyone what that is.
I don't know what that is.
See, what it is when a guy, like he gets his whole paycheck, he cashes it.
Flashes it?
Yeah, he's got all the cash he's got in the world in his pocket.
He's got a brand new caddy, but yeah.
No money in the bank.
Actually, I've heard that called Guinea Rich, too.
Well, I don't know. You got to fight over that one. Fight for it.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, pretty good, huh?
Yeah, how long was this? 2 hours?
I don't know.
2 hours.
2 hours of
2 hours of naming?
2 hours of the N-word.
Tonight after Friends, it's the origin of nigger.
Coming up.
Yeah, what else have they got on Trio?
I mean, Jesus.
Tomorrow night, the origin of Spick.
If you're a Spick, don't miss tomorrow.
Hey, John Boy, what's up?
Yeah, did they get to any wetback greasers? We have a lot of those out here.
Well, no.
No, it was the N-word they were discussing.
Oh, how about bow-hung niggers?
What?
Bow-hung?
What's that?
That's kind of like a big buck nigger, but a bow-hung nigger is like a Kobe Bryant type guy who walks around, you know, pretty well hung.
Never heard of that.
A Kobe Bryant type. Like you've seen Kobe Bryant's.
Yeah,
Kobe Bryant type. Robin. Mike, go ahead. You're on the air.
What's happening, Howard? Listen, I could be wrong, but I think WAP is without passport.
Without passport, without papers.
Yeah.
Same kind of.
Same deal.
And Nigger Corner, that's at 125th Street out on Peyton Powell Boulevard.
Well, you would know that better than us.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
I was watching the History Channel last night, right? They were showing all these different, like, Iraqi religious kooks.
Yeah.
And how these massive crowds, like the Shiites and the Sunnis, you know, chanting their names as they couldn't even get in and out of their cars.
Yeah, they're all insane.
It looked like you were at a book signing, though.
Yeah.
It was exactly like you at a book signing.
Why don't you Photoshop me in there, man? Mike, you're on the air.
Yeah, Howard, how you doing? The term Guinea comes from when they were hired the Italians to work on the Erie Canal. They were paying him a guinea a day. It was like a payment monetary thing.
So the guy was a guinea.
Oh.
So they would, the Italians, they work so cheap, freaking guineas.
Right.
So, all right, I'm going to hang up and listen to myself. Goodbye.
Yeah, you got 3 minutes.
Hey, Shuli, what's up?
Hey, man, I don't want to ruin your day for you, but this isn't coming on in Vegas.
Oh, no.
What do you mean? What are they doing?
The N-word bit?
You started the bit. I heard the beginning of it.
Yeah.
You stopped the tape, you talked, and then when you started playing it again, they went into this music.
Oh, my God. Wow.
That's on
not
TV.
You're not on right now, bro.
This is from Trio. Who's making that decision?
The show's not on still, Shuli?
It started, but it's not on. No, right now it's not on. It's me. If you guys want to hear it, I'll turn it up.
Yeah, go ahead. Play your radio.
All right, hold on.
You sure you're on our station?
Yeah, absolutely. Listen.
What a bunch of asses. Vegas. What are they doing over there? Gary, call over there and find out what it is that they object to. What do they object to?
I'll find out.
When did this start happening? You can't play something from TV?
You know, we had an issue in Chicago a couple of weeks ago, remember? They had also bleeped the N-word, and I spoke to the general manager there, or the program director.
This is from a TV show.
It's crazy, too. Apparently some weird memo went out months and months and months ago for rules for the company in general, and some people, I think, are misinterpreting them.
Yeah, but the guy's obliterating my show. So it's some local board op making a decision.
Probably.
You go find out what's going on.
This is every day.
And put the guy on the air with me who's making that decision.
I mean, it's one thing to bleep the word, but they've just completely cut off your show.
No, man.
The guy's head was going to explode.
I'm so done with this. This is so childish.
Every day.
Nobody's making fun of black people. We're talking about the goddamn show on Trio. It's a whole thing, man. When are people going to grow up, man? What is this? This is every day now here. I got to call my agent and I get off of here and just figure out how we can get out of this. It's so done here. This isn't even about sex anymore. This is about the N-word.
It's just about you, man.
It is about me. It's just about me, man.
It has nothing to do with the word.
I've had it, man.
You're losing every word. I think and the might be pulled pretty soon.
Wait, they're not just bleeping us out. Now they're playing Metallica.
How could somebody...
By the way, can I make the choice of music?
How could somebody make that decision just to take you off the air? Who did that?
Yeah, you know what else I like? Like they play like this rebellious metal music,
right.
You know,
but
Metallica.
They're not rebellious at all.
Yeah, Howard, I guess somebody caught wind of this because you're back on now in Vegas.
Oh, now I'm back on.
They're ducking and hiding under the metal music.
Our board op Hambone is online too.
Hambone.
Hey, Hambone.
Is making the decisions.
Hey, Hambone. Oh, wait. Hold on. What the hell is going on here, man? I can't even... Shuli, is that you?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, hold on a second. Hambone.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Upper management doesn't allow us to use the N-word at all.
You, not me.
I'm running the board for you.
Yeah, but Tom and Dead Air Dave make that decision out of New York. They work for the same... Oh, what company are you with? You with Viacom?
No.
Oh, you have a different...
No, yes, we're with Infinity, Viacom.
Oh, you know what? What are you doing, Hambone?
Well, the management here, upper management, doesn't...
No. Listen to me, Hambone. The upper management at that station works for me. Trust me. I'm going to have their asses fired, and I'll prove it to you. What are they telling you to do?
Just run the board how we're supposed to run the board.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be putting music on over my show. Hambone, you're out of control, dude, and so are they.
I was just following orders, Howard. I wouldn't do anything to destroy your show at all.
Dude, who is the guy responsible for telling you that if I talk about a TV show that has the N-word...
You should go to music.
You should go to music. What's the name of the guy?
My upper management bosses.
All right, what's their names?
Upper management.
Okay,
you can't name the people you work for?
I want to just know who I'm supposed to call next. Who is it that told you that when I talk about the N-word, they should go to music?
My program director.
And his name would be?
My PD.
What is the PD's name?
My program director, Dave Wellington.
Dave Wellington.
I know
Let
Wellington.
me write that down.
And he got it from upper management as well.
From who else? Dave Wellington heard from who?
Marty Bash.
Marty Bash. Marty Bash.
Mm-hmm.
Another genius. All right. Listen to me.
Yes.
I'm giving you a whole nother set of rules.
Okay.
Now, if you're smart, you'll listen to me.
Right.
Leave your hand off the dump button. We'll handle things right here out of New York.
All right.
I don't know what they're afraid of with the N-word. If someone gets offended, it's my problem, not theirs.
I understand.
This is a TV show from... It's not me going on the air and calling someone a nigger. I don't approve of that.
This guy's name is Hambone.
Yeah, that might be a problem.
Hambone is a racist term.
Yeah, what the hell?
I was going to say, how is Hambone doing?
Hambone's offended by the N-word?
So as soon as I say the N-word, you're supposed to play music?
I'm supposed to dump out of when you say the N-word.
Okay.
But it was used so often that...
You didn't know where to go.
Why does Las Vegas have a separate set of rules than the rules here in New York?
And when did these rules come down?
And why is it acceptable for Trio to do a show on the N-word?
And us not to be able to play it?
Let me ask you, do you have the same rule for kike?
That wasn't in the,
So you're discriminating. In other words, only black people shouldn't be discriminated against. Kike.
What was in the list?
Hey, give me the list, because I don't know, so I can prepare. Tell me the list that you got that says that you're supposed to hit the dump button.
the list of words.
Yeah. No, the racial
The
terms.
N-word is at the top of the list.
The N-word.
And what else is on the list?
Is Guinea on there?
No.
What about Polak?
No, so wait a second. Is Guinea on there?
No, Howard.
Is Polak?
No.
Is Kike Kikeman on there? Or Jewy Jewstein?
Sheeny.
You got to be kidding me.
What else is on there?
No other word is on there. I'm just running the board how I'm supposed to be told and run the board.
How about Shruggy Button?
I would love to see the memo that came out on this.
Shruggy Button is good?
How about Hook-Nosed Jew Bastard? Hook-Nosed Jew Bastard. That's okay, right?
Moneylender?
Now, what if I say sand nigger instead of nigger?
I think that's...
They leave the sand, I think.
I'd have to bleep out the end part.
But sand is fine.
Or all of it.
You got to be kidding me.
It's the rules from upper management.
Well, upper management, either I leave or the upper management leaves. One of us has got to leave.
You can't say sand nigger. How am I going to plug my new CD?
And why have they work within Infinity? There's no problem here at Infinity with the material I've done. I think everyone knows that I'm not a racist. I would hope they would consider me to be someone who is sort of against that.
Right.
Sort of.
The whole thing is retarded.
Sort of, in certain situations. No, seriously, I would think... So, in other words, when Daniel Carver comes on, you have to hit the dump button.
Yes, if he says the N-word.
If.
Holy mackerel.
Then he's hitting the dump
There's a good chance that's going to happen.
Yeah.
What is why would Vegas be different than the rest of the country?
What is up in Vegas?
How do you, these higher-ups, how do you get in touch with them this early in the morning?
You'd have to call them.
Yeah,
you got a number on them?
Wake them up.
You got a number for Marty Bash?
Wake up, white
or
people.
Dave Wellington?
I just left a message on Dave Wellington's cell phone.
Forget Dave Wellington. Who's Marty Bash? The general manager?
Yeah.
Put that genius on the phone with me. Marty Bash.
I got to get the number from Hambone.
What's his problem? Yeah, I'll put you on hold, Hambo, and I'm tired of yelling at you because really...
He's just following orders.
You're like one of those low-lying guys like Hitler, you know.
Yeah, like a German soldier.
Yeah, you're a German. You're Sergeant Schultz.
You're Eichmann.
You're Sergeant Schultz. No, Dave Wellington can be compared to that. So he's Sergeant Schultz.
Wellington.
Again.
Hambone.
Hambone.
Shut up, Hambone.
We had the N-word. You got to be kidding me. We started playing Trio's special about the N-word, and this guy goes into Metallica.
This is the most retarded thing I've ever heard.
This is retarded. I mean, retarded.
You know what was the weirdest thing is the thing started, like they let it go.
Well, you know, Hambone just woke up.
You know what happened?
You knew what you were doing.
This country should have been abuzz with news of the N-word.
I thought it was nasty. You knew what you were doing.
I'm sure what happens is, he hears it once and he's like, all right, that one I couldn't get. But then when it gets repetitive, he starts to sweat and freak out.
I don't know what to do.
Hey, what is it, Phil?
Howard.
Yeah.
This guy Hambone, he's got a show in Vegas. He's horrible.
Hambone, do you got your own show?
Yes, Howard, yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks, sir. Yeah,
The Hambone show?
it's not the Hambone show, no.
What show is your show?
I do a new music show called It Hurts When I Pee.
Hurts When I Pee?
You can say that?
That's disgusting.
As long as you don't call it hurts when I nigger.
Right.
We don't use that word at all, no.
Oh, dear. That is just, this is unbelievable.
Yeah, Joe. Hey, Joe, what's up?
Howard, people have got to stop calling you and telling you they're dumping out of your show. I was enjoying that bit.
I know. It was
you're on
good.
a rant again, and it was funny this morning.
I know.
Yeah, but this is
But
serious.
this is what goes on every day now.
But Joe, wait a second.
Yeah.
Don't you think I need to deal with this?
Yeah, but I mean, the Audie making the references and you using the word, that was hilarious. And now I understand you're upset, but this isn't funny. It was funny this morning, and that's why I listened.
Well, yeah, but Vegas couldn't hear it.
Who cares about Vegas?
Oh.
I do. My favorite city.
I don't know, man. I think this is sort of interesting, too.
You know, Howard, last week you guys had some of the funniest shows I'd ever heard. I've been listening for 20 years, and I was laughing out loud. And people weren't calling you, and some of these great bits you guys put on, and all of a sudden now some jerk from Vegas starts dumping your show, and now people from Philly are getting it ruined, and people from New York are getting it ruined.
I don't know, but how do I let them get away with this? My whole Vegas is
It's funny that it's Las Vegas doing it. Think of the hypocrisy.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, Las Vegas can't hear
They
the
have
N-word.
no community standards.
I'm sitting at the dice table,
right?
And you should see these white guys going, oh, look at these N-words.
Well, Vegas has ruined my life in a lot of ways.
I know what you mean, Joe. I was rolling along doing my show, but there's so much crap going on, man. How do you ignore it?
I guess you can. I mean,
it's the whole point that we're trying to have a good time, and suddenly we're stopped.
Bless you.
Hey, Howard.
Yes.
Love you, bud.
Love you, man.
You can't have a freewheeling conversation anymore because Hambone is out there.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I got Hambone I've got to deal with.
Yep.
And poor Hambone is dealing with some maniac named Marty Bash.
For a minute, I thought we were dealing with an Iraqi prisoner. You didn't want to name any names.
Can't, Marty Bash call Tom and go, listen, I'm having some concerns, and here's what I've been thinking. No, he's like a cowboy. He goes...
He makes his own rules.
Yeah, what offends Marty Bash? I mean, who's Marty Bash? I don't know Marty Bash from Kishmir and Tuckerson Ash. Marty Bash. Hope he's having a good day.
He's sleeping.
Tomorrow I'm having a press conference on the air. Hambone.
I hope you let it go through.
Yeah. I'll try not to work the N-word into it.
This might sound ridiculous, but from now on we're going to run all the scripts by Hambone.
Thank you guys.
How old do you, Hambone?
I'm 22.
22.
Oh.
Got a 22-year-old guy.
On the button.
On the button. Working his magic on my show. Man, I want to just hang myself. Hambone. It's not your fault.
Thank you.
Hambone, what did I ever do to make you treat me so disrespectful?
It's just like, I mean, why is Marty Bash telling Hambone that if he hears the N-word on this show to play music? And why Metallica? Why did you choose that?
It wasn't necessarily just music. It was happening so often that our delay can't get every N-word.
So why Metallica?
So, well, it's a bed. It's a repeating Metallica bed. And so I went into that.
So why do you... It's a bed.
Right.
Yeah. So why do you... Never mind. I'm obsessed with this now. So in other words, so as soon as you ran out of delay, You heard the N-word so much. Where do you get this bed? Is it already loaded in?
We have it in the computer.
I see. And you said, I better find the bed.
Right.
Yeah.
So how long would you, how long did the bed go? I mean, would we have heard every Metallica song?
Well, the bed goes about 1 minute and 20 seconds, but...
Well, how do we resolve this? I'm going to go back to the N-word tape. What are you going to do? You going to go back to music?
Do what we tell you, Hambone.
Well,
How about
maybe...
we don't go back to the N-word tape?
I'm going back there.
Oh, are you going to tell us how to do the show now?
No.
Why the name Hambone? Did Marty Bash name you that? Or Dave Wellington?
No, they didn't name me.
You decide you need a funny name for the radio?
Need a wild and goofy name.
I'm comfortable calling you Hambone. What's your first name?
Casey.
Casey. I'll call you Hambone. I'm not comfortable with that either.
Casey is uncomfortable,
Casey's uncomfortable.
Man.
All right.
Casey Hambone.
Hambone, while we've been speaking with you and we've said the N-word, what have you been doing?
I have been talking with you guys, and I'm...
So what's been on the air?
I'm probably going to get in a lot of trouble, I'm sure.
You don't know what to do. We're confusing you.
Yeah, after
Well, I will resign if they fire you. Because I don't know how you would know what to do in this situation.
Right.
All right, where are we at, Gary? Where is Marty Bash?
Okay, I've left messages on the cell phones of Marty Bash and Dave Wellington, but I don't have their home numbers.
No.
But I know Hambone has them.
Oh, all right. So
you have to tell them to give them to me, because a lot of times the guys don't want to give them to me.
Hambone, I'm going to put you on hold.
Okay.
And you're going to give Gary Marty Bash's phone number.
All right.
All right, hold on.
All right.
Right. All right, I have so much show to get to. And Joe...
But this is just like having to deal with 25 general managers.
Well, this is my whole day. Yesterday I was so crazed. By 8 o'clock, I still wasn't off the phone. In meetings. You have no friggin' idea. I just go from phone call to phone call trying to straighten out every mess around here. It is insane. I got into radio to be a goofball. Oh, now suddenly I'm Solomon. It's crazy. Got to get out of this. Trying to get out of the rat race. I tell you, I go nuts. Everything's falling apart. That George W. Bush, man, he really is doing a number with that Colin Powell's son. Man, oh man, trying to deal with this with lawyers. It's a mess.
I just can't imagine that this is the most important thing at this time in our history.
It seems to be. I'm holding a press conference tomorrow to make an announcement, but I'll do it here. I was going to go out on the street, and it's not... All right. I got to take a break. I'll get back to the N-word.
I wonder if any other city has that policy.
Every city has their own policies, and they're all developed by the individual general manager.
And nobody's telling us.
And the general managers don't call our legal. They just kind of decide it. What happened with Marty Bash?
See, the board upset gets so scared, so he called Marty.
Yeah.
And then Marty's going to call us. Like, he won't give us Marty's number.
What did I tell Hambone to do?
Give me the number.
And he disobeyed me?
Actually, what he did is he called Dave, who Dave was going to call Marty, and Marty was going to call us.
Good Lord.
So they're all going to commiserate now.
They're doing a chain of command.
They're all going to commiserate. They're going to come up with this cock and bull story.
But the N-word thing was in effect in Chicago up until 2 weeks ago when I finally spoke to the program director. And I said, you know, the list that you got of words, that's for, like, your countdown show in the afternoon. Our show is different.
Yeah, I mean, we're discussing a TV show that aired about the origins of the N-word. What? All right, I gotta go take a break now. I've wasted all the time. And Joe is right who called in. Absolutely. It's distracting and ruins a fun bit. The guy was having a good time listening. But unfortunately, all of Las Vegas didn't hear it, and that makes me mental. I'm doing something good. I saved this bit for today. I was going to do it yesterday later in the show, and I felt, okay, I'll save it. This is a good bit. And then blammo, I hear that it's not getting out on the air. It's absolutely useless to me.
And here's the big question. So Vegas' broadcast now is 3 in the morning. What happens on the rebroadcast? Is it in or out?
Right. If you don't take care of it, it may never get on the air.
Thank you. That's exactly my dilemma. All right. And if I take care of it off the air, I don't have time off the air. I'm busy doing the show. All right. I'm going to try and clear my head of this. It's almost impossible for me to do. I will go back and begin the show over again.
Including the intro?
No.
Oh.
I will get back to the N-word clips and then move forward. Thank you.
Fahrenheit 9/11. Hi, this is Michael Moore, and I have to say I never knew true love until I was here with Howard on this show. And I'm only sorry that we went to commercial break and the public couldn't see what we did with each other. So maybe someday when we live in a freer country.
The Howard Stern Show, 95X.
Who will win John's job? It's up to you, the fans. But before you vote, let's take a look back at the candidates. This time it's Chauncey Hayden. On his very first day, Chauncey offered up this subpar Christina Aguilera song parody.
Michael Powell, he is such a bore. I wish...
I'm done.
Luckily, Chauncey averted disaster by bringing in 2 hot chicks to strip to the music.
All right, I got to turn this off. Let me talk to Marty Bash. I just had a scream fest here with Tom.
Oh, yeah?
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen of the listening audience. I've just had it. I'm done. I'm done with Marty Bash and everyone else.
What were you screaming at Tom about?
Marty.
Yes.
I said to Tom during the commercials, I said, what the hell is going on? You got that creep, Steve Lehrman, sending out memos to the local stations. They give it to their guys. Hambone the board op, here's the N-word, and he thinks it applies to this show. We already got Tom and Dead Air Dave bleeping the show. They're very aware of the rules. I don't need a 22-year-old kid to be editing my show as I go along. I'm working too goddamn hard for this kind of nonsense. And Tom even said to me, Steve sends out these memos to the disc jockey shows on these other stations. Words they can't say. So Hambone hears this in Vegas, and you know what happened, Marty? Are you aware?
I'm hearing what happened.
What?
But I'm just hearing what happened.
Yeah, I'm telling you what happened. What happened is that I start doing a bit about the N-word. I'm playing tape from Trio Network. It's a cable network that did a show called The N-word, the history and origin of the N-word. So Hambo hears the N-word and takes it upon himself to start playing Metallica in Las Vegas. Now, the general awareness here by Tom and everyone else is that this doesn't apply to this show, these rules, because we handled it in a different way. They're worried about people calling in on the request line and using the N-word.
Understand.
So I've got a situation now where a 22-year-old kid in Las Vegas is working the button. I was talking to Jimmy Kimmel about this. ABC Television has a lawyer.
Right.
When they were live, has a lawyer that vets the show. They sit there and they hit the button. I got all over the country 22-year-old kids hitting the goddamn button. This is a rinky-dink joke. And if Les Moonves wants to be the president of the radio division, he better get his ass out of Hollywood and get over here and start running the radio division. Or give it to someone else to run. And this Steve Lehrman's issuing memos. There's nothing coordinated about it. No one has said the Howard Stern Show is edited by Tom and Dave.
And hands off.
And hands off. It's ridiculous. It's getting to be ridiculous. It's just a joke. And I've had it, Marty.
Listen, I get a directive from corporate to do things a certain way. I have to do it.
What are you doing?
Right. As far as the 22-year-old on the board, you're 100% right.
We've got 2 guys on the board. We got Tom Chiasano, who's a general manager. And I told Tom, I don't want Dead Air Dave on my button anymore. I don't want Tom on the button. I want that Steve Lehrman, the lawyer, down here every morning editing the show, hitting the button. One guy so we don't leave it in the hands of a Hambone. So Hambone knows that it's being taken care of out of here in New York.
Listen.
And by the way, the memo that was sent to you by Steve Lehrman is not about this show.
It's about radio in general.
No, but we have an editor on this show.
I understand that, but it doesn't exclude the memo that I have.
No.
does not exclude the station.
So what do you mean? Tom didn't get the same memo?
I don't know.
There's nuance. Tom and Dave are in a discussion.
I'm on my way in right now to find out, to go through everything. I mean, you know, we're in Vegas right now. We played the show first live at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm on my way in right now to find out, to get 100% of the facts. I'm getting them from you. I had our PD call and everything, and I'm on my way in.
But when I don't sit here and rant and rave, nothing gets done, and my listeners in Vegas aren't hearing the show.
I understand.
30 stations got the same memo. You're the only one misinterpreting it. 30 stations got that memo, and Hambone is the only one that doesn't understand it.
Well, I don't think we're the only one that misinterprets.
No, you're the only ones. No one else went to music during the bit. They know Tom and Dave are on the button.
I'm not saying that was right.
It's wrong. It's right. I'm busting my balls here for you.
I'm not saying that.
I've had it. All right, Marty, I got to go. My head's going to explode from all of this, and it'll be taken care of. Trust me. It's not your fault either. This Steve Lehrman doesn't tell him one guy from the other guy what to do. It's a joke. The whole goddamn network's a joke.
All right.
The whole thing's a joke. You're getting the memos. This one's getting memos. There's going to be one memo now that says, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm going to alleviate the problem.
And that will be from all 30 stations.
Then everyone will know what to do.
Right.
It's ridiculous. Marty, it's not your fault even.
Well,
it's this Lehrman. He's my... And this Tom and this... They don't pick up the phone. You know how they take you guys on conventions? Whatever they call it, a management meeting? When you're in the... I said to Tom, why don't you all fly out this week to Vegas or wherever it is you go on your management meetings, sit down with Steve Lehrman and figure out a policy. Who's going to be hitting the button? And I don't think it should be a 22-year-old kid.
And he shouldn't be shaking in his boots thinking, oh, my God, I'm going to lose my job. He shouldn't have that responsibility.
Yeah, and Marty shouldn't have it either.
He's thinking that now, though, too. You know, unfortunately for him, I mean, like I said...
He's not losing... No. He's not losing his job. If Hambone loses his job, I'm walking out. It's not Hambone's.
I'm not saying... No. But I'm sure that's why I said that's one of the reasons I'm on my way in right now, because he feels he's going to lose his job.
I said he's not going to lose his job. What?
Right.
I said he's not going to lose his job.
Understand.
He didn't do anything wrong. He followed your orders.
That's correct.
But he shouldn't even be in that position.
He should not be in the position, a 22-year-old kid sitting there reading memos and decide, Tom is being trained by Steve Lehrman, they're having constant discussion, and then that all goes out the window in Vegas. So Steve's got to sit down and say, here's how it's going to be handled. Tom is in control of the button. I don't even think Tom should be in control of the button, or Dead Air Dave. Who the hell is Dead Air Dave to be hitting the button on me? Get the lawyer down here and let him hit the button, and everyone can relax.
Well,
I'm going to work out the system.
I'm on my way into the office.
You don't have to worry, Marty. I'm not going to fire you either.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
And believe me, I could get that done. Don't cross me, Marty. Look, say.
All right.
It's not your fault.
All right. Well,
I'm thinking out loud here now. I'm thinking.
I know. Like I said, later I will touch base with everybody there too. I'll get clarification. But this is.
I'm going to get you clarification. I'm going to get on the phone to this Lehrman. I'm going to say like this. So you know what I do. Knucklehead is what I call him. Excuse me. What do you call a lawyer? Esquire. Knucklehead Esquire. You're going to send out memos. Figure out a system.
Yeah.
Figure out a system. And you get your fat ass down here and you hit the button yourself. I want a lawyer on this.
If you send out a general memo, make sure people realize it doesn't include the Howard Stern show.
Now,
that's special.
If I'm the one that's responsible here, I take responsibility for it.
No, you're not responsible. The Howard Stern show is an Infinity product. When it comes to you, it's being screened by two gentlemen who are being trained by Steve Lehrman. In their opinion, this was not a derogatory way of looking at the N-word. This was for a rebroadcast of a television show.
Right.
And it's a different nuance. The memo that you got is in response to just saying to some 22-year-old kid, when you're on the air, don't let the N-word through. This is not the same thing. Why are we bothering training Dead Air Dave and having him talk to Steve Lehrman every day, only to have some other kid screw it up? The system's got to change. The system is dirty. I'm going to take care of it, Marty. You know what?
All right, Howard.
Because like everything else in this radio show, I'm on my own. I take care of everything. You should see me all day. I'm on the phone till 9, 10 o'clock with lawyers. I'll take care of it all. It's not your problem.
All right.
Thank you, Marty. And I apologize for yelling at you, and I'll tell you why.
No,
it's not your fault. Now I'm realizing where the fault lies, who my enemy is.
Listen.
It's the laziness of this company.
Las Vegas and Extreme Radio, we are a huge supporter of you.
I know. You don't have to go through it. I know. I'm not going to fire you or Hambone. Relax.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you, Marty.
All right. Bye.
That's Marty Bash, whoever that is.
I feel bad for Hambone.
Oh, Hambone's going to be fine.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
Hambone. Don't feel bad for Hambone.
Hambone probably wet himself.
This is the most publicity he's ever gotten.
He's got a great life ahead of him.
He probably has soiled panties right now.
Well, he's fine. He's fine.
I love it. Who dumped the N-word? Hambone.
Who's Hambone? 22 years old.
The whole thing is like a comedy.
Right. Nobody believe it.
I want them to give Hambone a raise.
Yes.
Because he follows orders.
Oh, yeah.
It's not his fault.
No, I'm saying he shouldn't be there at all.
Believe me, in 2 weeks, Hambone will go back to his real name and he'll be our program director in Philadelphia.
That's right. He'll be wearing a suit. You won't even recognize him.
I got to change the system. I mean, it's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. All right, I'm going to go now and forget this, hopefully.
It's getting to be
and get back with the show, all right? I am sorry. I apologize that this show has been reduced to me yelling and screaming at everyone. I had things to say this morning. I was prepared.
Yeah, you didn't expect to go into this. In fact, you certainly didn't expect half of what you were saying when you started the show to disappear in Vegas.
All right, I am going to try and get a system worked out where this doesn't happen again. I have to take a break.
Just allow the mind to rest.
And then I want to talk about the vote.
Let the mind sink.
There's a big vote going on at trimspot.com. I stopped this for a minute. I want to talk about it.
Oh, by the way, yeah, you haven't played Shuli and...
I know. I know. I'm way behind. We just spent an hour yelling. I spent an hour yelling of my life. Even in the commercials, I was yelling. I just feel alone and frustrated, and I feel like things aren't happening in an organized way. I just don't. I think things are out of control.
Well, you know, this is like wartime. There's chaos.
There's chaos here. We're under siege with the FCC, and we're in chaos. And I don't mean to have this play out over the air all the time. Now,